Hey y'all, and welcome to week one. I just want to summarize what good answers everybody had for the week one discussion on status offenses. Just a reminder that status offenses are offenses that an adult could not get, such as truancy, beyond control of school or parent, or possession of tobacco products. We had some very good answers this week. Just want to let everybody know a little how Kentucky handles status offenses. All status offenses, such as truancy, is recommended by the school to the court designated worker, and they will go on a diversion. And diversions last for up to 6 months, primarily close to 6 months. And they'll work on truancy diversion projects. And the CDWs will monitor their attendance, their grades, and work with that. If they should to fail their diversion, then it could be sent on to the court process. Kentucky has established a new thing in 2014 called SB 200, which we'll get into that a little bit more later on. But it established what's called a fair team, and if some student fails the fair team or fails the diversion, then they'll be sent on to fair team, which is composed. Every county has one. It's composed of resources from all over that county, such as in Boyd County, we have Ramey Step, NECO, Pathways, DCBS, 5CO, the DPPs, which are the Director of Pupil Personnel at all the schools, and Ashland Day Treatment, DJJ, and we come up with resources or come up with ideas how to work with kids. If they was to fail the fair team and not do well there, then they would go on to the judge. And in the state of Kentucky, a kid, juvenile, cannot be arrested for a status offense. That means they cannot be arrested for truancy. They cannot be arrested for failing to obey beyond control of their parent or school, or possession of a tobacco product. The only thing to do is go in front of a judge. How they get arrested is if they fail to do what the judge orders. If the judge orders them to go to school and they consistently don't do that, they can get time in juvenile detention center. Such as last week, a kid missed over 60 days of school. So we assigned him to my place, Ashland Day Treatment. He came, in the first 10 days, he came 7 of them. He missed the next 9 consecutive days. His mom called every morning and said he refused to get up to come to school, or he was not home when she tried to get him up to go to school. So he went in front of the judge. The judge ordered him 30 days in juvenile detention center. Must serve 10 now, and the other 20 will be probated for 6 months. Does this work? Yes. This young man has come back to our school this week after he got out of detention for the 10 days ending last week, and he is a different young man. He definitely wants to do his work. He's going to go to school. Detention is not the means for all of it, everything, but it does help when they have that laying over their head. Right now, Kentucky does not have a huge amount of things to do with truants or status offenses. They can just basically slap them on the wrist, slap them on the wrist, slap them on the wrist. There is one major thing they can do if they don't send them in detention center, which I had another kid from Carter County. Instead of putting him in jail, the judge ordered him to foster care because of it's either neglect by a parent because the parent is not getting up and make sure they go to school, but not too many parents can take a 16-year-old boy and force him to do anything. Or it is beyond control of the kid, and it's considered abuse as abuse of a parent if they're not listening to the parent. So he went to foster care for a while, and if he don't do well then he will get more serious stuff. So that's for status offenses. Feel free to ask any questions and post on, and I will gladly reply.